Hello all and welcome to the Mug Life DIY. I am Julia and I am so excited that you decided to stop by my channel. And today I have 3 really fun projects for you guys today. They're very neutral and a little bit inspired by Valentine's Day, but definitely something you can keep up year round, which I'm kind of just adding a few little pieces here and there around my home. So I hope you guys get lots of inspiration. Now, during a recent haul that I went to Dollar Tree, I found this little sign and I love it. It's almost like a tall stand with the tripod attached. It's like a 2-in-1 sign that I have made things very similar using the Dollar Tree items. So this saved me from having to combine 2 already items. So I thought that was really cool. I'm not quite sure if these are brand new or just brand new to me. So I just kind of whitewashed and distressed it with some white acrylic paint. Definitely wanted to finish off those edges and then added some white paint around the front side of that picture. Now, this front piece that I added to my sign, the You and Me, is actually from my mother-in-law. When she passed, we went and grabbed a whole bunch of different items, and she just happened to have a few crafting items. And I thought this was a fun little part that I could keep that she had started and I finished. All right, now project 2 is also taking one of these newer Dollar Tree signs and these little heart wreaths. Okay, I feel like they had a name, but they're definitely in the Dollar Tree Valentine section, and I just really love how pretty they are. They're just really simple and really neutral. So I grabbed 3 of them and placed them on my sign. Now, I just did the easy route and I just added a lot of hot glue. Now, you did have to press these down because they're not quite the same level. So I had to push and I had to hold down for quite some time just to make sure that that little backside adhered to my sign. So in some places, I definitely had to add a lot more hot glue and hold it down for a little bit longer. But I really love how it ended up looking, just so beautiful and simple, and I can use this at any time. Now, I wanted to just add a little bit extra, so I unhooked the little back section and I took some of my Dollar Tree square beads. I really love these. Now, I believe this came in a whole strand, but I had already taken them apart, so I just began restringing them. Now, I tried a couple of different ways to get them on, but you know the wonderful troubles and the woes of the string and the twine always unraveling. So I have tried a couple of different ways, and out of the 2 methods that I used, definitely one worked better. So the first way that I tried that I wanted to show you guys is I took some washi Dollar Tree tape and I taped the string around it and then started to thread it. It only worked about 1 or 2 times. Now the string still unraveled and the washi tape just completely pulled off. So what I did instead was I took my hot glue gun and I glued it onto my table and pressed it down. Then once it had cooled off for a few seconds, I kind of twisted and pulled the glue that was around the twine, making it like a little needle. And oh my goodness, it worked amazingly. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. So I just threaded the rest of my beads to my twine. And once I got completely done, I did what I normally do for the bottom reattachment. And I take a popsicle stick, also known as a grab stick, and shove it down with a whole lot of hot glue. And our third and final project is also using all Dollar Tree products. Wow, I couldn't think of the word. And so I bought these little double-sided kind of Farmhouse vintage white signs, I believe in the summertime. They had the stars, so that's why I'm kind of thinking it was around 4th of July, summer. Anyways, they sell these year round. I love all of the different shapes and things, but sometimes I wish there wasn't a shape. So a way to kind of bypass that is I'm going to make a larger sign with those 2 signs, and I'm going to attach them just using some stir sticks that are from Home Depot that I've had for quite some time. Most of the time, Lowe's and Home Depot always, always, always give you a stir stick with your paint. So I tend to save them and repurpose them. Now, of course, I made a whoops as usual. As I'm crafting along, I totally thought I had it level and even, and well, guess what? I didn't. So I just had to pull one of the sticks up and straighten it out and reglue. So then I just took some craft sticks and glued them to the very end because I want this back piece to be extremely stable and have some extra support. So I was just gluing around and just making sure that it had extra support. Now, if you are giving this to someone or making this for yourself and you just want to clean it up, you can use some craft paper on the back side to make it look more polished and finished. So then I began taking 3 of these Dollar Tree square 4x4 signs. I just adore these. I love the faux wood grain on them. And I unwrapped each of them, and then I just kind of gently pulled off that little back piece that allows it to stand up. It came off quite easily, didn't rip anything, but it would be fine if it did because you're not going to see the back side. Now, so many possibilities with this picture frame. You could add pictures. I originally had planned adding my 3 kids, but I couldn't find a picture small enough, and of each of them individually. So I'm definitely going to have to start taking more individual photos of my kids because they're all together. Nothing wrong with that, but it wasn't what I was going for. So I decided to just take some white copy paper or scrapbook paper, whatever you have laying around, and then just cut out the 4x4 backside, and I'm going to stick that back in all of my frames. I decided I wanted something really neutral in the back that wouldn't look or it wouldn't stand out as much. So that's why I ended up going with the craft paper. And obviously I cannot cut straight because I even used the blade cutter and I still didn't cut off enough. So I had to use my scissors anyway. So since I am so terrible at it, I'm like, you know what? It's just as easy for me. I'm going to use my scissors. So whatever works for you best, whichever way is fastest, just cut that paper and place it inside. Now we're going to be attaching and covering up those stars. Now you might have noticed I have the stars opposite end of each other. I did that on purpose so that I could cover up both sides. Now for video purposes, I did just use my hot glue gun to attach all 3 of these frames. They're fairly light, but if you want this to have a little bit more of a substantial hold, I would definitely recommend the Dollar Tree's super glue. I absolutely love, love, love it. I believe it's called Fix All. It is in the hardware section at Dollar Tree, and I use it quite a lot. It doesn't have quite as strong of an odor as E6000. I have tried using E6000 and it is an instant migraine. So I tend to not use it, but I would highly recommend it if you want this piece to have a really good stability and last a really long time for you guys. Now I'm taking some leftover stickers. I absolutely love these. I have had these for quite some time and have done so many projects with them. This is, I believe it's like the succulent. It's kind of like that watercolor vibe. It's just adorable. Now, also, I don't think ahead as I'm crafting, so probably not the easiest route, but I just stuck these stickers on top of the glass and then used my X-Acto knife and cut off the edges. Now, if we were thinking and planning ahead, I would recommend to everyone to apply the stickers to your glass first, then apply the actual frames to your larger picture itself. But as you see, I craft as I go. I am literally the definition of a hot mess crafter. So, I'm real with you guys. I don't always think or plan ahead for my crafts. So I'm very creative and in the moment kind of DIYing for you. So that is what I am doing. I did it to all 3 pieces. Absolutely love how it turned out, but sometimes the process of getting there is a little rough around the edges. But who can deny how adorable these little signs are? The little heart grapevine wreath is so fun. I know my daughter is going to love it and is going to want it in her room. Now, I set up this little corner in my hallway. I love decorating it year round, and this one just really has that simplistic vibe, and I love layering and adding all the different things. You can see several of my other crafts in display, but I hope you guys love these hacks and that you will be inspired to create some of these for yourselves. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.